most of the army's leaders. Julieta informs Leo that Edvard is
Yo,
baffled as to why his
Julieta,
troops keep
what you
losing. Leo
doing?
surmises that since Edvard is a
Yo,
natural
what's
talent,
going on YouTube? It's your boy LaReacts, and we back with another freaking banger, dog.
recaps. After defeating the demon queen Echidna and her generals, the Elite Four, the strongest hero in the universe, Leo Demonheart, offers to help Echidna rebuild her army but is viciously
That last name
rejected.
fire.
Of the Elite Four, Shadowless General Mearns and Dragon General Edvard admire Leo for his fighting prowess. Leo knocked out Beast General Lily, and in accordance with the customs of her race, she views him as her future husband. He earned the respect of Sorcerer General Shutina by outlasting her in a magic combat. They decide to talk to Leo after taking this into account. He says that after he vanquished Echidna, a story began to circulate among humans that he intended to succeed Echidna as the next demon king. Leo was forced into exile by the king's own fearful subjects.
So he beat all of
Leo
them
had
up?
lost faith in people and had been wandering aimlessly for some time when he heard that Echidna was seeking to enlist warriors for her slain army and made the decision to join her. Without telling Echidna, the four decide to engage Leo to oversee the entire army reconstruction. They will try to persuade Echidna to officially recruit him if he performs well. One day Leo wishes to talk to Echidna and find out why she stopped her men from killing humans needlessly during the conflict, maybe leading to her own downfall. Leo understands that Shutina, who is experienced in leading
Is she
an army,
supposed to be
is
a
the
demon
only one
too?
left in charge of it after most of the army's leaders left to heal from wounds Leo gave them during the battle. Due to Shutina's magic's wavelength, Leo decides to take up the work of recharging the
going
mana
on,
reactor,
bro?
which powers the
Why
castle's
they showing us
magical
that?
apparatus. Shutina jokingly threatens to kiss him if he succeeds. He passes the young housekeeper Dianette on the way. By taking an abnormally extended break, Leo irritates Shutina, who then threatens to dismiss him. When that happens, Dianette is seen refueling the reactors. Leo says that he created a talisman that is tailored to the magic wavelength of Shutina, enabling anybody with mana to refuel the reactors and relieving Shutina of the load. Shutina understands that Dianette and the other servants are concerned about her and want to assist. Leo forced Shutina to acknowledge that one of her issues was resolved. Leo goes back to work, but not before trying to get Shutina to give him the kiss he was promised. Leo must make sure the upcoming shipment
My boy said, listen, if you're gonna say, just do it. No poking them lips.
arrives safely because the food and equipment supplies are running low. He is concerned because Lily made a proposal for a guard mission that merely directs everyone to enjoy themselves. The demon army receives food and other supplies from the dragon people who live in the Largo Sea. Leo is dispatched since Lily is too immature to assure secure supply lines. Leo learns that everything is disorganized and that one supply run takes more than a week. Leo makes up a snake bite and sends Lily into the mountains in search of healing herbs after realizing that Lily wants to succeed but is constrained by her youth. He wants to force her to think more maturely by giving her situations that demand logical thinking and efficient use of her personnel. Unfortunately, Lily is able to get over the issues with her obstinate strength when she changes into her guardian form, Fenrir. Leo makes a covert effort to provide her with logistical suggestions. His strategy is a failure since Lily still obtains the herbs. He is taken aback when Lily really gains knowledge from the encounter and realizes that all she really needed was a firm reminder of the proper course of action. Leo acknowledges that he misjudged her intelligence. Lily's development has Shutina thrilled. Leo has been working under the guise of Black Knight Onyx to keep his identity a secret from Echidna, but Echidna has learned of his accomplishments and now demands a meeting with Black Knight Onyx right away. When Leo first meets Echidna, she has arranged a supper as a thank you for his efforts. He uses magic to change his visage after being made to take off his helmet. Leo and Echidna shouldn't get too cozy, Shutina hopes. When Leo inquires as to why she disqualified hero Leo from joining her army, the woman responds angrily that Leo unintentionally blocked her from seizing the Philosopher's Stone from Renail's city. Leo was unaware that Echidna desired the stone because he is aware that rumors about it have drastically inflated its ability. In order to put an end to the fighting, Echidna reveals that the demon world is a contaminated wasteland where everyone battles over resources. She was thus forced to fight humans since she understands that they would never simply hand over a holy treasure. She also says that even though she despises Leo for stopping her, she appreciates him for carrying out his duty to safeguard humanity. Leo discovers he wants to assist Echidna after realizing she is a nice person compelled to carry out horrible deeds for a good reason. When Echidna...
Hold on, that is crazy. He is the same person. He's able to shift change like that, my boy. Not that right there is the wave, yo. That is crazy.
As to why a human joined her army, he almost revealed that he was Leo, but Shutina and Lily cut him off. Mearns has departed to embark on a voyage, while Edward is taking responsibility for the war's failure and preparing to commit himself. In the meantime, Leo hunts down Mearns as Echidna visits Edward. Finding him, Mearns reveals he is anxious about having to begin interviewing army job candidates in 3 days. But he is lousy in conversation and wants Leo to teach him how to talk to people, given that Mearns supported the complete eradication of humans and now has to coexist with them. Echidna is not surprised that he was under so much stress when he was brought back to the castle. Edward's daughter Julieta is constantly keeping an eye on him because he genuinely tried to kill himself but continued being saved by his indestructible dragon skin. Leo reveals that he, too, was useless at interacting to people when learning to be the hero, but he learned through practice and experience. Leo compels Mearns to pose as a waitress in the soldiers' food hall, forcing him to interact with a variety of individuals. A group of misbehaving werewolf mercenaries serve as Mearns' practice
social
subjects.
anxiety.
He is compelled to correct them when they act lewdly, practically outing himself. Mearns nevertheless picks up the fundamentals of dialogue. Mearns quizzes Leo about why he truly enlisted in their army during a mock interview to polish his interviewing technique. Mearns knows Leo's...
This nigga just put him immediately in an arm bomb, yo. What the heck?
Mearns nevertheless picks up the fundamentals of dialogue. Mearns quizzes Leo about why he truly enlisted in their army during a mock interview to polish his interviewing techniques. Mearns knows Leo's desire to see humanity annihilated is a transparent falsehood. Mearns reveals that he was sold into slavery as a child and is half demon, half human. He offered to fight in the Echidna's war after seeing it, but he was upset that she killed more people than she saved, before being vanquished by Leo, who advised him to travel the world for leisure rather than as an assassin. Mearns briefly considered killing Echidna in order to take command of the army himself. Leo makes the decision to share his deepest secret. Leo was born in contemporary Tokyo during a time when magic was non-existent and is considerably older than anyone realizes, over 1,000 years. Leo is one of 12 living weapons known as demon hearts that human scientists developed as a result of the demon world's invasion. Leo was strengthened to be more resilient, and he continues to seem as a young man even after the contemporary world was left behind and civilization changed into what it is today. The other demon hearts all perished in battle. Leo grew weary of battling and living forever. So when mankind turned him down, he was overjoyed because he could finally enjoy himself. And since enlisting in the demon army sounded like the most exciting course of action, he did just that. He has actually taken a liking to Echidna and the generals since first meeting them. Mearns will manage the interviews quite fine, according to Leo, who also notes that Mearns is already a strong communicator because he knows how to listen and his comments are always sincere. Julieta informs Leo that Edvard is baffled as to why
Julieta, what you doing?
Leo surmises that since Edvard is a naturally talented warrior, he can't see why others aren't. Thus he just didn't train them rigorously enough, inferring that Edvard is the problem. He now trains his warriors to such extent that they pass out, which is a worse presumption than it was before he lost to Leo. Leo pledges to assist Edvard to Julieta and Echidna. Shutina and Lily are told by Mearns about Leo's past, but they choose to keep believing in him. A number of artifacts from the age of technology are found, including machine golems known as Phantom 9s that are as powerful as top-tier demons, which Leo decides to deploy to aid Edvard. He causes the Phantom to attack Edvard, but discovers too late that its safety safeguards have broken, so he must intervene and instruct Edvard on how to stop it. The Phantom 9 recognizes its own defeat and remotely activates the other Phantom 9s to assist. Nevertheless, Echidna decimates them. Edvard discovers he can't assess his men by his standards and had been misinstructing them after needing Leo's help to fight an adversary he couldn't comprehend. He makes amends to them and is then pardoned. Mearns suspects Echidna is using the destruction.
Yo, this dude literally astral projected and used astral magic to kill demons. High level demons without being physically there. How?
Of the Phantoms as a way to relieve tension because she enjoys it so much. Leo will be given a promotion to Black Knight Onyx by Echidna. He intends to use Shutina to help him reveal his identity to Echidna. One of Echidna's favorite books about the infamous monster Ibrat, also known as the Joiner of Hands.
The Onyx subs, just make sure you do hit that subscribe button.
In Tokyo, he finds it amusing. Ibrat, an imp demon who arrived to Earth in 2060 in search of a better life, was caught up in the battle between humans and demons as a result of misconception. Leo went in search of Ibrat when he heard that he was attempting to stop the fighting by preaching coexistence. Ibrat was the one who initially explained to Leo that because of his immortality and designed to battle demons, he would have no use after the war was over and would be left all alone. Leo had never thought of it before. Leo made a promise to find a way to enjoy life once he was no longer required to fight after Ibrad, who was imprisoned, vowed to continue preaching coexistence until the war was over. Leo never saw him again, but he always recalled what Ibrad had told him. Now that people are no longer interested in him, he has discovered a way to enjoy life. As the entrance to the demon world starts to crumble, Echidna is forced to think about going back there right now. The Philosopher's Stone, according to Leo, is a cutting-edge engine that employs a black hole to produce endless energy and cannot be used to re-fertilize the demon world. There are 2 on Earth, he also says. Echidna simply needs to find the second one in order to prevent war. Echidna eventually cools off after the 4 generals explain everything and he realizes he is Leo. In the Highlands, Leo guides the group to the second stone and explains that the engine needs a user manual. Echidna wants to establish harmony with people so that they can jointly hunt for a guide and turn on both engines, one for the human world and one for the demon world. Leo and Echidna frequently argue, and the general is relieved when they finally get into a snowball battle. Leo confides in Echidna that because of his innate need to defend humanity, he would go insane and start numerous wars in an effort to repeatedly preserve humanity. Leo abruptly reveals that the Demon Heart's power comes from their engines. Thus, he demands that Echidna and the 4 generals demonstrate their mettle. It's only necessary for them to defeat him in combat, take his heart, and then use it to reconcile with humans and resurrect the demon world.
Oh, they gotta kill
him?
him?
He will personally wipe off humanity and leave the demon world a wasteland. Leo attacks Echidna and declares that even if he is the menace mankind has to be saved from, he will do so because fighting gives his life meaning. Edvard suffers an injury while defending Shutina. Leo wants to pass away since he is sick of saving humanity, but his immortality keeps him from doing so. As a result, he will destroy everything, leaving little for him to defend. Lily tries to talk with him, but despite the fact that she has no weapons, he attacks her. They start battling to kill him as well after realizing that he actually intends to murder them. After defeating
Back the fuck up! Move the fuck back!
Edvard, Echidna finds he can duplicate and enhance any attack or defense style thanks to his talent for hyper-reactive skill improvement. He is now immune to all harm as a result of fighting for thousands of years. Burns claims that because his claims that he wanted to die or end the world are false and go against his efforts to promote peace, he is lying. Burns is encased in ice by Leo. Lily struggles against him in her Fenrir form but loses. Echidna decides to utilize an ultimate spell she learned from her father Cyprius, which was created to destroy a hero by temporarily removing all of their skills. She does this because she believes she understands Leo's true intentions.
Too sad, I'm gonna punch you in your god.
Long enough, but is defeated right before Leo is hit by the spell titled Hero Binding, Anti-Leo. Leo gives Echidna a thank you just before the spell begins. Leo witnesses the entirety of his life, from the moment of his creation to an infinite cycle of conflict and peace, flash before his eyes. After tens of thousands of years, he came to the realization that he loathed the concept of peace and wanted the Earth to always be in peril. He started writing a new Demon Heart series that would kill the planet rather than safeguard it after one day when he got the idea that he might be the one to harm humanity. He destroyed his unfinished works after realizing he had gone insane when the demon world attacked. He had to sacrifice himself in order to defend humanity, but he also had to give his Philosopher's Stone heart to someone deserving of it. When he first encountered Echidna, he understood she was the replacement he needed. He therefore picked her to help him commit suicide after first defeating her and joining her army to learn more about her. When Echidna notices the joy in his eyes, he understands that all along he had wanted someone to help him. Echidna decides to keep him helpless so that the 4 generals can ultimately murder him and give him a heroic end. Leo disables his internal protection as he lies dying, leaving them 300 seconds to take away his Philosopher's Stone. When Echidna inquires about his regrets, he simply apologizes for causing difficulty. Leo has passed his probation and has been hired as Echidna's ambassador to the human realm, charged with promoting harmony between demons and humans. Suddenly, Echidna changes her mind and says that the stone will no longer be removed. Shutina asks to know Leo's true motivations after he begs to die. He acknowledges that he has dangerously outgrown the instructions his creators placed into him by even considering wiping out humanity. Shutina advises him to develop the capacity to disobey the programming in light of that reasoning. Leo makes the improbable attempt to do so and succeeds in erasing the order to defend humanity that has driven him insane for 3,000 years. Leo eagerly complies to the Echidna's request as time is running out and he permanently seals the stone inside him. Later, Echidna queries if he regrets missing what might have been his only opportunity to pass away. As he is pleased to be assisting Echidna,
that's pretty crazy, bro.
He denies it. Julieta enters abruptly, thinking they are enjoying a love moment, which Echidna vehemently rejects. While they were away, a mountain of work accumulated that needed their attention, as Julieta reveals. Leo starts working, happy that he was finally able to give up being a hero. This was today's
But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but like, bro, so you telling me that he beat up the gang and the gang still like let him live? Like what? You talking about like damn, like damn near killed everybody? What?